continuation of with design of your IIR filters, that is, as I told you, design of your Butterworth filters and the design of your Chebyshev filters. Okay, and we know how to design your Butterworth and a Chebyshev filters. So Butterworth filters, of course, the design of your Butterworth filters, we are trying to go with what we can call it as analog filters itself. So for designing your analog filters, the thing is whatever this, what we have to do is we have to find out the order of the filter with the given data. Then we have to find out the cutoff frequency omega. Then whether it is a low pass filter and high pass filter, we have to, depending upon the transformation, whether if it is an high pass filter, first we have to design a low pass filter. Then we have to do a low pass to a high pass transformations. Okay, or if it is an high pass filter, first from the high pass, we have to, what we can call it as a using a backward design equations. We have to go back to what we can call it as a low pass filters. Then we have to design a normalized low pass filter first. Then the low pass to a high pass transformation we have to make. Okay. So for doing all those things, we know the theoretical procedure. So what are the data it is required for designing of any of your analog filters is we need the passband edge frequency data, we need a stop band edge frequency data, then we need the attenuation in passband, the attenuation in the stop band. These are the four data which is required for designing any of your IR filters. Okay, so passband edge frequency, what we call it as omega 1, that is omega p. Also, we can call it as omega 1 or omega 2, or else omega p with respect to the passband, omega s with respect to the stop band. Okay, then we need the Kp and Ks. Kp, that is the passband attenuation, and Ks, which is the stop band attenuation. So we need Kp, Ks, omega p, and omega s. These are the four data which is required for designing of your IIR filters. Okay, so in the meantime, with whatever the data I'm trying to give, you people try to find out the transfer function using your theoretical calculations also. In the meantime, I will just try to do your programming part also. Okay, so I'm just starting with the first program here. The first program, that is design of your IIR analog filter, that is the analog Butterworth filter. So I'll be starting with the Butterworth filter first. Then we can start with your the one more, that is your Chebyshev filter later. Okay. So in the meantime, I'll just give you the data. You have to tell me what is the order of the filter. Then we have to find out the transfer function also. Okay. So I'm just giving you the data. The passband edge frequency, it is 4. You can take down. The passband edge frequency is 4 radians per second. Stop band edge frequency is 8 radians per second. I've just wanted every one of you to try to solve this theoretically. Okay, so please take down the data. Passband edge frequency is 4 radians per second. Stop band edge frequency is 8 radians per second. Okay. Then attenuation in the passband is -1. That is Kp is equal to -1 is -20. Okay, so I'm repeating once again. Passband edge frequency is 4 radians per second. Stop band edge frequency is 8 radians per second. Attenuation in passband Kp is equal to -1 dB. Attenuation in the stop band, that is Ks, is equal to -20 dB. Okay, please take the data and find out the order of the filter. then the transfer function. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm just going with your program. With respect to your digital, that is your program designing of your analog filter, I'm using a one simple keyword in my MATLAB programming, that is what we call it as a buttered. Okay, the keyword what I'm using here for designing of your analog filter is the keyword that is your buttered, BUTTORD. Okay, you can just type that particular keyword in your what we can call it as an Yelp, and you can find out, dig out the information with respect to that particular keyword. Okay, so here it is taking care of designing an analog filter, not a digital filter. For designing of analog filter, of course, the thing is we need to find out the order of the filter. We need to find out the transfer function of the filter. To find out the transfer function of the filter, we know what is the formula we have to use is k, which is equal to 1 with an angle of theta k. Okay, so we know what is theta k is equal to. So pi k by n, pi k by 2n plus pi by 2. This is the formula. We know how to use all those things in a theoretical calculation also. Okay, so use all those calculations, then use your Butterworth filter formula for finding out the order of the filter, and please let me know what is the order of the filter. So in the programming part, I'm just taking out the data, that is I'm just giving the input data. The input data is the passband edge frequency, then the stopband edge frequency, then we have the attenuation in the passband. Okay, so input and the attenuation in passband. So these are the data which is required for us. I've just taken all the data starting from your passband edge frequency omega p, omega s, kp, and ks. The next thing is I have to find out means the keyword whatever I'm using here is the keyword that is your buttered. For doing it, we used to follow the simple formula, that is n comma omega c, okay, which is equal to the keyword you can just see here, BUTTORD, buttered, with the data, whatever the data input data we are taken, that is omega p, comma omega s, comma ap, comma as, and with all those things, it was asking for me whether to design with an analog or a digital filter. So the data, whatever we are taken is for the analog filter. So we have to give it the yes domain. Okay, yes, close the bracket. Then we have to find out your transfer function also, the transfer function which is in the form of an analog transfer function. For finding out an analog transfer function, the transfer function which will be in the order of, that is transfer function is given by what we can call it as output by your input, that is nothing but the zeros and the poles, which can be written using this simple equation, that is b comma a, which is equal to butter butter n comma omega c comma the data whatever I'm giving here is with respect to S plane itself, that is the analog data. Okay, yes. To find out the transfer function, of course, it is in the form of b comma a. So I need a transfer function. Then the frequency for E, actually for EQS, with the transfer function in the form of b comma a. Okay. Yes. So this is the program what we are trying to use to find out the order of the filter to find out the transfer function of your filter. Any one of you just solved the transfer function? Any one of you got what is the order of the filter? The transfer function will be in the order of the same order, that is with respect to the order what we are getting here, it is 5. So theoretically we are getting an order of 5 with the same transfer function we used to get here. So I'm just saving this particular program. Save, then run the program. Yes, it is asking for the passband edge frequency. The passband edge frequency, the data what I gave you is 4. The stopband edge frequency is 8. The attenuation in the passband is -1. The attenuation in the stopband is -20. Okay, so just give those data. We can see here the order of the filter with the transfer function and the transfer function curve. Everything can be seen. You can see here. So the n here, n is equal to 5. Then we have a transfer function here, the transfer function of 3293 divided by s to the power of 5, 16.35 s square s to the power of 4. Okay, so this is how we are trying to find out the order of the filter and the transfer function for any given analog Butterworth filter.